Let's now take reactions trailing the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Nnaji's resignation following allegations of certificate forgery. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu accepted his resignation on Tuesday, ending months of controversy over credentials he submitted during his ministerial confirmation. Presidential spokesman Bayo Ononuga confirmed that Nnaji resigned in a letter thanking the president for allowing him serve Nigeria, claiming he has been a target of blackmail by political opponents. An investigation by the Premium Times revealed Nnaji did not complete his university education and that both the bachelor's degree and NYSC certificate he presented to Tinubu, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the DSS, and the Senate were allegedly forged. Before his resignation, a federal high court in Abuja dismissed Nnaji's request to stop the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, from releasing his academic records. The minister's camp alleged that Premium Times had been paid 100 million naira bribe by the Enugu state government to conduct its investigation. However, the publication's editor-in-chief defended their integrity on live television, asserting that the report was not a payoff, but the result of a tip-off received from a whistleblower.
The spokesperson for the minister accused us of receiving 100 million naira from the Enugu state government. Of course, he's going to prove that in court. We are not a newspaper that you can unduly malign. You know, we've built our integrity for close to 15 years. And no one, we've done a lot of great stories, and no one has ever accused us of us. People know us for that. And so we'll meet in court. He will bring his evidence and tell us how the money was given and how it was received. A whistleblower had sent us an email to our newsroom email to raise concern and to alert us to some discrepancies in the minister's claim. And the whistleblower appealed to us to investigate that he or she, we don't know the person, is confident that if we do diligent investigation, we will be able to uncover something shocking. In 3 different correspondences, the university says it didn't issue the certificate. I mean, correspondence to us by the Vice Chancellor, a letter to us today by the registrar of the university, and then a letter to the Public Complaint Commission. The university says it didn't issue the certificate.
Well, that was the Premium Times editor-in-chief. His defense of their investigative journalism highlights the tension between media accountability, political pushback, when powerful figures are exposed. Nnaji's resignation marks yet another controversy in President Tinubu's cabinet, raising questions about the vetting process for ministerial appointments. Well, let's take some tweets. And if we can pull up some tweets here, I'd read some. This is from Olufemi, who wrote, Jeffrey Nnaji has tendered his resignation, but resignation alone does not address the gravity of the matter. Forgery is a criminal offense, and submitting false statements under oath, as he allegedly did in support of the documents presented to the Senate for screening, constitutes perjury, a serious breach of both law and public trust. Well, beyond resignation, he ought to be held accountable under the law, including a full refund of all salaries and entitlements he has received. The principle of justice and accountability demand more than a mere voluntary exit. The law must take its course. If you can pull up another ex-user there, this person, author, wrote, it's embarrassing that someone could become a minister without proper verification of academic credentials. How did this pass through vetting? And what does it say about the integrity of those responsible for screening nominees? I mean, these are some of the questions that they've been asking. I'll take another ex-user who wrote, this is exactly how a government that understands accountability should operate. Swift, decisive, and devoid of political sentiment. Accepting his resignation sends a clear signal that public office is a trust, not a refuge for scandal. But it shouldn't stop there. If the allegations have merit, legal action must follow. Resignation is not atonement. The rule of law must assert itself. Rufai, I'm coming to you on this story. I mean, I think that, the idea of accountability really is what a lot of Nigerians are asking us. You can see from some of the, posts that I've read on X. Your thoughts on all of the stories, especially given the fact that, the Premium Times editor-in-chief, they were saying that they had offered him 100 million naira bribe for the story, but he said it's from a whistleblower. Your thoughts?
With due respect, we have been in this business for a while.
Yeah.
The truth is, when you call out corrupt politicians, they will lie against you. The first and easy lie is they will say you collected money. The second lie is the political lie. So we are not surprised that the representative of the minister had to make such an allegation. Anyway, Mr. Nnaji and his team will go ahead and defend themselves in court. But I also saw the spokesperson of the minister struggle so much, because you see, like my very dear friend and great brother, Minister Wiki, will say, if he didn't day, he didn't day. Oji, look at that certificate. Look at that
Right
NYSC
there on the
certificate.
wall, we can see.
Do you know
certificate,
that there's a document that came out, apart from the fact that the investigation did not start today?
No, they
it
said
started with People's Gazette.
Yes.
And what they are claiming, the minister is claiming that the document they gave People's Gazette from the school, the registrar, they said, that I went to the school. They have debunked that document because the registrar now has said that does not exist. And me, I know the backstory of what transpired. I've heard what transpired. Secondly, look at that document. There's a document that came out recently, Oji, where the school wrote the minister a letter in 1985 saying that you didn't pass your final exam, virology, MCB for something. And there's also a written letter by the minister as a student, then Jeffrey Nnaji, saying that I will take that exam in June 1986. Those documents are in public glare. Premium Time also posted them, although they didn't give credit to the source that brought out those documents. So, Oji, does it make sense?
I want to ask you, Rufai, since you followed this story, do you recall that I believe that there's an affidavit that he had submitted back in December 2023, I believe that he had claimed that he never received any certificate from Nsukka.
Yes,
I mean,
he's also in the Premium Time reporting,
Yes.
but they are trying to deny that. So what his team came to do yesterday was just to say they should give us our transcripts, secondly, and then to hold on to that initial response the registrar gave People's Gazette, which has been debunked as a lie now. Oji, how can a man that said that in May 1986, in June 1986, we're going to write his final supplementary exam, virology, MCB something, now graduates from NYSC in that 1986 May, before the June he was supposed to write the exam? That document is out there in public glare. So kudos to both People's Gazettes and what's it called that did the job. So I'm not surprised that they are and Premium Times, that they are mudslinging Premium Times. Is what we get for doing our job, and that's the height of journalism. But like everybody has said on the panel, the case must be taken to court.
Yes,
Oji.
I believe so too.
The case must be tried out in court. The fact that somebody has resigned should not be pardoned.
This is it. This is the main point. I mean, the fact that he also resigned, I think, is showing some sort of accountability, and he's saying that he doesn't want any sort of disturbance. But we need to follow up on this case, and we will follow up on the story. This is the second minister that we are hearing now in this cabinet that was not screened properly.